Have we seen area of a trapezoid before?
Yes.
There's also, you could do any combination here. It doesn't matter.
I like the first one.
So height, and then what you have to do is make sure you add base 1 and base 2 first. Where you multiply by the height, where you multiply by a half or divide by 2 makes no difference. I actually like this formula just because that's the formula that we use way down the road when we get to calculus. Okay? So it doesn't matter to me. You understand these are all the same formula, right? You'll just have to wait and find out, Ariel. Or you can ask your brother.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so we have, again, any one of these formulas. I like this one, but it doesn't have to be that one. So 12 over 2. What's base 1 and what's base 2?
Oh, it's not if I just wrote it as the number already added together.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
This is kind of an off-topic question, but I have a friend who's doing calculus next year. He's in 10th grade. Like, where would he be?
I have a friend on calculus right now.
It's right. What I mean, he's in do calculus. Where would he be at the end, like senior year?
Done.
There's more than one option. Okay, so 6 times 40, what do we get? 240 square yards. Okay, good. Just plugging right into the formula. Now, what if,
What? Oh.
good job. Good job.
No, I did it a while ago.
Okay, so h over 2 base 1 plus base 2. This time we know the area. We're looking for the height. And we have base 1, base 2. Doesn't matter which one's which. Base 1 plus base 2, 35 plus 25 is 60.
I got 25.
Wait, there's
Is it 25?
Yeah.
So,
No,
There's a baseball game every day this week.
no. It was because like
6-9.
I thought no one was gonna do it.
okay, so 750 equals 38. Now, could you also have multiplied by 2 and then divided by 60? It doesn't matter, right?
What? Wait,
Question. Divide by 30. 75 divided by 3 is?
25.
25. So 750 divided by 30 is 25. And that's 25 meters. Well, 2 goes into 60 how many times?
Oh.
what's next? Oh, God.
Good. All right.
It's basically just base times 9 divided by 2. That's basically what it is. Some sense.
Okay, area of a rhombus. Over here, corner, copy the corner.
I have no intellectual. City and so
Area of a rhombus. So, if you know the base and the height, a rhombus is a special type of parallelogram. So we could use the base times height formula, but this formula will also work. It's diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2.
Oh,
Why-
I like that one.
Why
It's
does
the
this
same
work?
thing as a triangle.
Well, what do we know about the 4 triangles that are inside the rhombus? They're all
I
congruent,
know, but it's the same thing as a triangle.
right? Because if you think
The long
base
side
times
and the
height
short side.
divided by 2.
Is that it?
That's the formula. Okay, area of the rhombus. So 18 times 12 divided by 2.
Oh.
Yay. I got 100 there.
108? I don't know what the units are, so
Yeah.
I got one.
I just gave you one.
yeah, that's U squared.
UN squared.
All right. Now we have, this is a rhombus. We know that because all the sides are congruent. This 62 is referring to this angle. So what do I need? I don't have either one of the diagonals.
Sin.
Okay, so let's focus. Let's focus. After lunch. All right. We have two different measures that we're looking for here. Let's, maybe we'll call this X and this one Y. It doesn't matter which one we solve for first. You want to solve for X or Y? Y. Okay, so that would make it sine 62 equals Y over 13. Sine because Y is opposite. 13 is the hypotenuse. SOHCAHTOA, right? So now it's 13 times the sine of 62. Okay, let's run to the 100th place, but I want to show you. Oops.
Why can't we just do the 10?
Okay, so that comes out to 11.48. Now, what I want to show you, because I'm going to have two values here. If we want to get really precise, I want to show you how we can store values. If we press Control and then the VAR, that stands for variable. Now, so that's taking that previous answer, that exact answer, and then it makes a little arrow. You can pick any letter from the keyboard at the bottom, okay? Since I made it equal to Y, I may as well just use.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
It did not work.
It did not work. What did?
It says 9.
Answer.
Oh, that works.
Where do you get the
That's
arrow?
cool.
Okay, and then I press Enter.
Where do you get the
Control,
Oh, that's cool.
variable.
And it stays X until.
It's gonna stay that until
You reset.
you either reset your whole calculator or if you replace it with something, okay? You can pick any letters. You can make them A and B.
Wait, why did we do Y?
Whoa.
I just picked a letter.
No, but like, why did we solve?
General, that's cool.
Wait, so can I like change it?
Okay. Right, now I'm gonna do cosine of 62 equals,
So good.
Yeah, because it always says a variable is not like.
it's not defined until you give it a
It's so
value.
cool.
So now if I do 13, and then I put cosine of 62, I get 6.10, but I want to be as precise as possible.
Why are we doing close?
Oh.
So I'm going to store this one as X.
What?
Oh.
Oh my lord.
Okay, that means now X and Y are these values, but exactly those values.
Oh, so now when you have to do something with X and Y, you can just.
Yeah.
Add X and Y.
Okay, so what's the area? It's going to be, isn't it 2 times?
Oh,
I'm just gonna do X.
what?
2 times X.
Wait, Y
And-
2 times 2 times Y.
X times Y divided by 2.
No, because you need the whole diagonal,
2x, 2y.
What do you mean?
Since it's only one time.
all the way across.
Oh, what
Right?
do you do each segment though?
No, okay, listen.
Yeah.
Could you find the area of this triangle and then just multiply it by 4?
Yeah.
That's another way to do it, right? This is just using the formula, because all the way across would be 2 times X and 2 times Y. Now remember, you already have X and Y stored. So if I do control, so if I just do 2Y times 2X and divide by 2, that's going to be the most precise answer here, right? Because I have Y and X already stored. That's a way, if you're only working with one value, you could just use the control negative sign to get the answer. But when I have two things I'm working with,
Wait, what are the buttons you press to like?
control and then variable. Control, variable.
Why is the time?
Okay, so we get 140.11.
That's on one side.
140.11. Okay. Good. All right, let's do some practice. Factoring.
Oh, this stuff. Oh, this stuff.
Okay, just a little bit of factoring
Take
practice.
out 4.
It can't be 7.
Okay, so GCF means greatest
Common factor.
common factor. So the greatest common factor is 4R. So what am I left with? So R plus 2S plus 7,
Oh,
right?
oh, you can't factor it anymore.
You cannot factor the trinomial that's inside anymore.
Because there's another.
I believe your Algebra 1 classmates were just taking their test on factoring before the break. So,
Factoring was like the worst thing. I hated.
what can I take out?
12 X, Y.
Yep, and I'm left with 2 plus
4y
No.
5xy.
Oh.
xy to the
Square. Square.
Cube.
Cube. Oh no, cube.
cubed. We remember this stuff.
All good.
Okay, factoring trinomials. Remember, this is where we're looking for two numbers that multiply together to give us,
X plus 2. X plus 1.
wait, one has to be plus, one has to be minus, right?
No, X plus
6 and a minus 1. Did we,
What is
that
that?
diamond from?
Why is it, what, is this just like addition and then multiplication?
yes.
What is that cross?
Diamond from.
It's, some middle school teachers will use this method. So you put the number, you put this number here, and then you put the coefficient down here.
Yeah.
And then you have to figure out what two numbers multiply together to give us -6 to add up to 5.
Oh,
So multiply here and add to 5. So 6 and -1. So the next one, what two numbers multiply together to give us 28 and add up to 16? So x plus 14, bless you, x plus 2. See, the more you practice it, the easier it gets. The first time that we're doing factoring is usually a little more challenging, and then it gets easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Behind.
Oh.
Mr. Giggly.
Is it G plus 9, G minus 3? C?
Oh yeah, what do we get for the next one?
G plus 9, G minus 3.
Good.
And then X plus 5, X minus 3.
Oh, you guys are pros. Now, the next one,
Can you just change the order?
if you don't like the order, you can definitely change it. You don't have to. But since they're all pluses, I probably would. What two numbers multiply together? 9 and 1. This was too easy. Where is, okay, yes.